To make this hat, you're going to need a 4mm crochet hook, 4 stitch markers, and 2 colors of worsted weight yarn. Start out with a slip knot on your hook, and you're going to chain 50. So now I've chained 50. I'm going to chain 1 more to make it 51, and then skipping this first chain, I'm going to do 50 half double crochets all the way down the row. And the way you half double crochet is by yarning over on your hook, inserting your hook into the stitch, yarning over, pulling up a loop, yarning over, and pulling through all 3 loops on your hook. If you want to measure this after your first row to make sure it's going to fit, it should measure 14 inches. So for row number 2, chain 1 and turn, and do 50 half double crochets, 1 in each stitch, all the way back down to the end. Alright, you're going to repeat round 2 until your work measures 4.5 inches. So it's going to measure 14 inches this way and 4.5 inches this way. Alright, so now my piece measures 14 inches by 4.5, and I added a different color on the top. So now we're going to fold it in half, and you want to seam up 2 sides. So leave one side open and seam up and over. Alright, so now we have a square, and this is where the stitch markers come in. We're going to put the stitch markers where we start the ears. So you're going to want to start 4 stitches from the edge. So counting from one edge, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to put a stitch marker on that stitch. And make sure your hat is folded to where the ears are here. Now you're going to count 19 stitches from this one. So starting at the very next stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And on this 19th stitch, you're going to put another stitch marker. Alright, now I'm going to turn it over. And from this stitch, we're going to count 12. So count this as 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And put a stitch marker on the 12th stitch. And you're going to do the same over here. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And these mark where we're going to put the ears on the hat. Alright, so turn your work until you can see one of the ear areas. And we're going to do this for each ear. So remember, you should have 12 stitches between here. So starting on the stitch markers in, we're going to work the 12 stitches back and forth. So insert your hook and pull up a stitch and chain 1. Now in the same stitch, we're going to do a half double crochet. That's your first half double crochet. So you can take off that stitch marker. And now we're going to do 11 more half double crochets over to this stitch right here for this ear. So now I should have 12 stitches right here. And that's my row 1 for the ear. So for round 2, we're going to chain 1 and turn. And then we're going to skip the chain and the first stitch and half double crochet into the second stitch from your hook. And then we're going to half double crochet all the way down the row until the last 2 stitches. At the last 2 stitches, we're going to yarn over on the hook, insert the hook, pull up a stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over on the hook, insert the stitch into the last stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all the loops on the hook. This is a half double crochet 2 together. See how these 2 stitches make this 1 stitch? And then chain 1 and turn. Now on to round 3. We're going to skip that chain 1 and the first stitch and half double crochet into the second stitch from hook, and then half double crochet all the way down the row until the last 2 stitches. At the last 2 stitches, we're going to do the half double crochet 2 together. So yarn over on the hook, insert your hook into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over on your hook, insert your hook into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all the stitches on the loop. So it's going to create a slant on both sides. Chain 1 and turn. You should have 8 stitches now. Yarn over, skip that chain 1 and the first stitch and half double crochet into the second stitch from hook, and then all the way down to the last 2 stitches. For the last 2 stitches, we're going to half double crochet 2 together. So now we have 6 stitches. So now we're going to chain 1 and turn again. Skip that chain 1 and the first stitch and half double crochet into the second stitch from hook, then half double crochet the next stitch. And now we're at the last 2 stitches where we're going to half double crochet 2 together. So now we have 4 stitches. Skip that chain 1 and the first stitch and half double crochet into the second stitch from hook. And now we're at the last 2 stitches where we're going to half double crochet 2 together. Now we have our ear, and then just chain 1 and cut your yarn and pull through. All we did was make a triangle. You're going to repeat this on the other side with these 12 stitches. On the last ear, after you do that last chain 1, you want to chain 12 more. Then cut your yarn and pull through. The last thing that you have to do is half double crochet all the way around the outside edge. I like to start right at the chain. So just pull up a loop, chain 1, and then half double crochet all the way around. Alright, so I've got all the way around and I'm back to the beginning. So I'm just going to fold this forward. Cut your yarn and pull through. And now all that is left to do is to weave in all of your ends and attach your button. Now to secure it, you're just going to fold this over like you're making a slip knot and pull it through.